Hey y'all, Candy here. Um, so I was just thinking about the voice that we have in our heads, that inner self. Um, how do we talk to ourselves? I mean, everyone talks to themselves. It's not like a thing. Like everyone talks to themselves. They have that inner voice, that inner knowing. But how conscious are we of what it's saying? Like even if you say, well, everything's fine. Like I'm great. What is your inner voice actually saying? Because I was in my head, I was like thinking of this master plan, and I was like, yes, man, and like being my own friend at the time. I was like, yes, bitch, yes. But then I thought about it, like that's not who I want to be. I'm not a bitch. Like, why can't I address myself as goddess? Like, why is that the norm to say yes, bitch? I mean, even I notice down to even when I give advice or, I tend to be like a little harsh, I guess. I've been told I'm harsh when I give advice, but that's part of my own self talk. Like, I feel like I'm getting straight to the point. I feel like, I'm being real with myself, even if it is harsh. We need that, right? But maybe it's not having enough compassion for self to give that harsh advice, give that cutthroat advice. Maybe it's saying, I don't have a lot of compassion for myself and for others the way I think I do. Because why does advice have to be so cutting? Or why does, me congratulating myself have anything to do with me being a bitch? Shouldn't I be goddess? Shouldn't I be woman? Shouldn't I be like, yes, girl, yes, woman? You know, I guess we're in the ending of Venus retrograde and talk a lot about desires. It's like, what do we really want and how are we really manifesting it? It's a lot through self talk. And for anybody who's like doubting themselves inside their head or, who has like self talk that is like, I guess, harsh or, maybe it's not so good, maybe it's not so healthy, you know, I feel like you got to realize that that was something that was kind of instilled. I mean, not necessarily that you're like this horrible person because you don't know how to console people, but it's about what you learn. Like your parents are your inner voice because they teach you. They teach you how to talk with yourself. They teach you how to deal with yourself in like those private moments. And so I'm just encouraging because it's something I just learned about myself. Like I give some hardcore advice, but I do that to myself. I mean, am I being too hard on myself? Watch what you're showing yourself. Watch what you're telling yourself. Watch how you refer to yourself. You know, what do you really desire to be? And then you tell yourself those things, not and anything else in contradiction to that is bullshit. Here I go. Cursing myself out. It is though. So that was what was on my mind. How are we talking to ourselves? What is that voice inside of our head really saying to us? Even if we seem like to be really happy or exuberant, what is that voice on the inside saying? It's great. Right now is a great time to pay attention to it. So to keep manifesting all the things that we really want instead of the things that we don't necessarily really want. Oh, well, I just wanted to share a perspective. Love y'all.